Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick video on the three databases that we're going to be using in class on Tuesday. You should, from your Google Classroom, pull up this organizer and answer your questions directly onto this organizer. It should be set up for you to do that. It should only just be a 15-minute activity for you to watch this video, and as you're watching it, to pause at different points in it so that you can answer the question. You want to make sure you have this done so that when you come to class on Tuesday, you're ready to go for the database Smackdown, which is a race, and there are Girl Scout cookies involved. So it's very important that you be familiar with these databases so that you can help your team win some delicious Girl Scout cookies. Okay, so this is where you're answering the questions. If you have not already, go ahead and watch that first video that Ms. Duff has listed in your Google Classroom about why library databases are a good option as compared to Google when you're doing academic research. So go ahead and watch that and then answer this first question right up here. Okay. So now we're going to go over the three databases that you're going to be using in class on Tuesday and long term will be using for your research paper. So these databases you get to via the library website. So to get to the library website, you're going to go to the BHS homepage, take the library link. You should be on a page that looks like this. You're going to scroll down. And in this middle column, in this second box, here are where our databases are found. And these are the three that we're using: Findit Virginia, Gale Virtual Reference Library, and Opposing Viewpoints. Because of the licensing agreements I have with the companies that I purchase these databases from, they are password protected. So you are going to need a password. So you click on this tab, click here, make sure you're in your MCPS Google account. And the passwords for all the databases are listed here. For the Findit Virginia, the Gale Virtual Reference Library, and the Opposing Viewpoints, it's all the same password, whether you are using it at home or excuse me, whether you're using it at the library or using it at a remote location. So let's get started. The first database that's on your organizer is, let me get to the right place, is the Opposing Viewpoints. So you go in here at Opposing Viewpoints, click on the picture. It may prompt you for a password the first time you do it, so make sure you know what that password is and put it in. And it'll bring you to a screen like this. Opposing Viewpoints is an excellent resource if you're doing current events or something that's in the news, something that's possibly somewhat controversial. This is a great resource for you. And as the name of the database suggests, it gives you multiple sides of the same issue. So it's a very balanced resource. And as with all the databases, the information has already been verified, so it's credible information. When you go to Opposing Viewpoints, they always have a featured topic of the day. So this is your featured topic. They also feature a video and a featured news item, which could be helpful to you, especially if you are looking for ideas. They also have a feature called the Browse Issues list, and it's right up here. And these are all the issues that Opposing Viewpoints has resources for. This is really a good place to start if you're having trouble kind of figuring out what you want to do or how you want to narrow your topic. And it'll take you to a page and you can see the different resources that it has. Here are the viewpoints. These are 68 resources that offer both sides of the issue on human trafficking. From those 68, they've picked out 6 that they're featuring. It offers you images. These images are copyright friendly, good for you to use in your research. And then they break it down by resources that come from magazines, newspapers, audio resources, reference sources, viewpoints. They give you some related topics over here. So that is a great resource for you. When you find on one of these a resource that you think you'd like to use, you just select it, you click on it, And here's the resource. You have an audio. You can listen to it if you want. And what I think is especially helpful is over here on this citation tool. It will cite it for you, perfectly cited, and you can choose whichever style guide your teacher is requiring. And then that's how that works. Another great thing about all of the Gale products, all three databases we're going to go over, is if you sign in with your MCPS account, let me just make sure I do that, okay, then you can save this or download it directly to your Google Drive, and it'll show up in a folder on your Google Drive. You can also, see if it'll work, you can also highlight important things, take notes on a resource right on here, and then if you save those notes to your Google Drive, not only will the article save to your Google Drive, but all of your annotations and highlights will as well. So that's a really, really great feature. The third way you can search for information. So the first way is just to look at what they're featuring. The second way is to browse the issues. And the third way, of course, is to just search for it up in the search bar. So I believe your third question on the organizer is for you to search for junk food, go to that topic page, find an interesting statistic, and you'll notice when you type in, it'll give you suggestions. Anything in bold means that it has a topic page. And I'm asking you to state an interesting statistic. So you would go here. And then what is the title of one of the featured viewpoints? You could go over here and ask, and then choose an article, and then make sure you copy and paste that citation here onto the database organizer. All right, so that's opposing viewpoints. It's one of my favorite ones. The other one I want to show you is the Findit Virginia. And again, click on that. Findit Virginia is actually a collection of many databases, and I'll let you count those up, how many databases are included in Findit Virginia. You can click in the database and search just in that database, or you can do what's called a power search, and you can type in your search term and search for, and it will search all of these databases here. So I'm just going to stick with human trafficking. Give it a second. And you can see all the resources that come up. And just like Amazon, you can filter your results. So right now we're looking at magazines. You can filter it by academic journals, books. You can see all the different ways that you can filter your search. You can select this so that you see articles that also contain images. You can do it by date. You can do it by subjects, you can do it by document type, publication type. There's lots of different ways to refine your search. Like opposing viewpoints, it has that feature that you can download directly to your Google Drive, and it also does the citation. All of these will cite for you. That's one of the huge advantages of using a database, is that they will correctly cite for you, whereas a Google website probably will not. Okay, so that's, oh wait, one more thing I want to show you in Findit Virginia is the topic finder. And this is helpful if you're struggling coming up with a topic, refining the topic. This is a great tool. So I'm just going to do junk food. No, I found noise pollution. Let's use that one. You type in your search term here. And you can look at it in two different visual ways. You can look at it as these tiles, or you can look at it as a wheel. And what it does is it kind of takes related topics. It kind of takes this big topic of noise pollution and narrows it down for you. And then when you click on one on the right, it will give you possible sources. So this is a great tool if you're just getting started, or if you're in your research and you're kind of hit the wall and you're looking for more information. This gives you some other ways to think about your topic. So that's a great resource there as well. All right, last one we're going to talk about is the Gale Virtual Reference Library. So the Gale Virtual Reference Library is different from Opposing Viewpoints and the Findit Virginia in the fact that these are all ebooks. Every single one of these books was originally a print book, and now it's available to us through as an ebook, through an electronic format. So that's the main reason that it's different, but it's still going to be really helpful. And you use it just like a database. Again, you can use the sign in with the Google, save it to the Google Drive. It will cite for you and do all of that. There's two ways that you can find information on this. The first is you can actually go through the collection, and they have it broken down into different headings. Okay, so if I wanted to do Arts and the Humanities, this is the book there, and I can look at its title page, and it's basically you're reading the book online. And there's the citation for you. You can view it as an ebook if you wanted to do it that way and actually feel like you're turning pages. So that's one way to look for information. Okay. The second way is to just search using the search bar, and I think it's the easiest. So if you're looking for information on Edgar Allan Poe, again, when you do the search term, it will give you suggestions. So maybe I'm looking for that. I'm searching. There's the book. And there's your information about it. Okay? So that's how that works. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I will see everybody in class on Tuesday. Thanks.